I'm Johnny Fan, and we talk about all things fandom, such as Harry Potter, Disney, Star Wars, Pokemon, whatever, you name it, let's talk about it. Today we'll be talking about one of my favorite concepts, who the true villain of the story is. Now, I did this video, this particular character, about 2 years ago now, but a new thing came to my light that does kind of prove my theory. Well, not really a theory, it's actually, well, could be discussed as a theory, and also technically it's canon. Like, by the looks of it, it is canon. And you look at it from this perspective and you're like, damn, Jack is an asshole. So let's get into it. So I'm talking about none other than Jack Skellington is the true villain of Nightmare Before Christmas. Think about this. We're portrayed that Oogie Boogie is this big villain in the story because he kidnapped Santa Claus. Well, the Lock, Shock, and Barrel kind of gives Santa Claus Oogie Boogie to torture. Jack has to save him from Oogie Boogie so that Santa Claus can go back and save Christmas, because Jack ruined Christmas in the first place. You know, Jack, screwed up there. Jack kidnapped Santa Claus in the first place. That's kind of villainous thing to do. Oogie Boogie didn't really kidnap him. It's more or less Jack kind of just gave Santa Claus to Oogie Boogie because he kidnapped him, not Oogie Boogie. Either way, Oogie Boogie can't leave that building. He can't leave his underground chasm. You notice that? He can't come out and do stuff. Like, he's locked away in this area. Well, how do you get locked away in that dungeon? Oh, well, Jack locked him away in the dungeon to save Halloween Town, to keep Oogie Boogie away because he's evil. You're wrong. I'm gonna go over two canon concepts. Could be just two separate timelines, whatever it may be, two alternate universes, whatever. But there's two significant parts of the story that we are not told. One, in 2005, there was a Game Boy game released called Nightmare Before Christmas, The Pumpkin King. The Rise of Jack Skellington. This was a prequel story to the Nightmare Before Christmas movie that we have. It was the origin story of Jack Skellington and how he became this grand hero in Halloween Town and became the Pumpkin King and became the organizer of Halloween every single year. And in this video game, you play as Jack. And the story goes that Oogie Boogie was in another world. As you know, we see the circled trees of all the doors of all different lands. There's even a Thanksgiving land. There was the Christmas land. There's the Halloween Town. There's the 4th of July world. There's even the St. Patrick's Day world, which is probably too much of a country drinking all day. And there was a tree that was actually knocked down and destroyed. This was known as Bug World. There was a holiday of bugs where they celebrated bugs and the creepy nature of bugs and the scary nature of bugs, but essentially it was just an alternate version of Halloween Town where they focused more on the scary bugs instead of scary other things. And Oogie Boogie was the king of this town. He is a sack full of bugs. He was the franchise of Bug World. Well, Bug World became, the holiday of bugs became unpopular and nobody celebrated anymore, so it kind of went away. The tree was destroyed, the world was destroyed, so Boogie, not wanting to be left behind, wanted to find a new place to go. So he found Halloween Town and he figured, I'll take over that, not a problem. I'm gonna rule this town. I'm gonna scare away with my bugs. So he came in there trying to take over, but not necessarily trying to take over too much. Like, he just wanted to, like, be a part of something. He wanted, so he went down there and said, hey, I'm here, like, look what I can do. Let's be this scary. I can do this, I can do this, I can sing, I can dance, I can glow with the black light. But Jack wasn't having it. Jack didn't want anybody to come into his territory. So Jack fought Oogie Boogie and locked him up. He locked him away, as we see in Night Before Christmas. Why can't you just work with him? Why did you have to lock him away? Why? Because he's better than you? You see Oogie Boogie as a threat to be better than you, so you lock him away? And that's basically what happened. He locks him away because, damn, Oogie Boogie's creepier than me. He's gonna make a better Halloween town than me. Damn. I'm just the Pumpkin King. We do this every year at part of the show. But it's not as scary as Oogie Boogie can be. Damn. I gotta lock him away so I can get the limelight. And that's what it comes down to. Jack, you are a jerk. You lock somebody away who came to your town looking for Harbridge because his world was destroyed. Help the guy out a little bit. Show him some love and friendship and work together. Okay, he may be scarier than you in some compassion, but just help him out. You two could work together and be phenomenal in scaring people. And maybe Oogie Boogie would talk to you out of, kidnapping Santa Claus, because that was just dumb and evil. But if that did happen, it was an awesome movie. Either way, Jack is the villain. Oogie Boogie is just the victim here. He should not be locked away for his crimes when there is no crime committed. Let's take a quick word from our sponsor, Raze Energy Drink, brought to you by repsports.com. That's REPP sports.com. Go to repsports.com. Get the best dietary supplements the market can buy. Make sure you use promo code Johnny Hui. You save yourself 15% off your order. Buy energy drinks, buy workout mixes, buy protein pancake powder mixes, everything you can think of. Go to websports.com today. Use promo code Johnny Hui. Save yourself 15% off your order. And moving on to the next. This came to my attention in the store. A comic book called Battle for the Pumpkin King. And the story in this comic book is very similar to the Game Boy game that I discussed earlier, but with a little bit of in between. So, this is kind of takes place after the events of Oogie Boogie arriving to Halloween Town. Oogie Boogie's already there, already established himself, and basically Oogie Boogie and Jack are both like, no, I'm the Pumpkin King. I'm in charge of Halloween Town. I'm the grand schemer of everything Halloween. I want to be the face of Halloween Town. So they both have a friendly competition called Battle of the Pumpkin King. And they just try to compete and have a friendly competition of the Pumpkin King on who's becoming Pumpkin King. So you see them playfully racing up that curved hill, and it says playfully racing, two best friends run together. So they're friends at this point. Oogie Boogie came over to Halloween Town after his world was destroyed, and Jack befriended him and they were two peas in a pod. It was inseparable. Look at that smile on Oogie Boogie's face. And then Jack says, I beat you again, Oogie. You gotta learn to keep up. And Oogie says, well, it's easy with your long legs. So they'll playfully argue back and forth. It's great. And they're just two great friends, you know, playing all the time. Fixing up the haunted car. Bobbing for apples. And would you know, Oogie won bobbing for apples. Because Jack might get two, and Oogie's got a mouthful. So Oogie wins, Jack wins once in a while. Just kind of playful thing. Not really much to think about it. Oogie's not that great at science, where Jack is. And now we see the OG Pumpkin King. And he's making an announcement to Halloween Town. He says, as you may know, my reign as Pumpkin King is coming to an end. Everything we find, we have a plan. As the tenure is coming to an end, cannot easily stop being involved with our town. In fact, I am ready to retire completely. I shall work closely with his successors, starting with aiding in their selection. So this guy, the Pumpkin King, basically was the face of Halloween Town and the successor. So you have the mayor who runs the town, but this guy runs Halloween and the celebration and everything else. So he wants to retire and get a new successor and train to be the Pumpkin King. And of course, someone nominates Jack and someone nominates Oogie Boogie. So now we have two competitors for the Pumpkin King. So they start having a competition for who will be the Pumpkin King. Now, they shake on it, Oogie Boogie and Jack. Very friendly, like, okay, look, it's a competition, let's do it. And things start to get a little heated up. Some bickering between them. This competition is getting to both of their heads. Pumpkin King tries to help Oogie win the contest because he wants to make Halloween Town more devious and dark. So in this story, the Pumpkin King himself is the villain. You know, pushing Oogie Boogie to try to be the bad guy. And Jack realizes that being the Pumpkin King is not more important than friendship. So it looks like, and also we see Oogie finding his secret lair. Let's see. So you can see the next contest. They need to make bone trees, like Christmas trees out of bones. And then they do a pumpkin carving contest. So we see Jack drawing up some concept art. And Jack steals Oogie Boogie's guts from his pumpkin to use on his pumpkin for hair. So Oogie's working on his pumpkin with the three of them. Lock, Shock, and Bell. Like I said, Jack steals Oogie's guts from the pumpkin to create hair for his pumpkin. Oogie gets a little upset because he lost and does kick Jack's pumpkin. He blames the judges for his loss. And then he runs away to his place and becomes the Oogie Boogie that we know because of the visual Pumpkin King basically pushing him to his limits. Either way, he doesn't just stay down there. He was locked up down there. Jack locked him away. Jack stole that competition. If Jack didn't... I feel like Jack cheated. Okay, Oogie Boogie had Lock, Shock, and Barrel who kind of screwed things up. But he carved the pumpkin fine. He cleaned it out. It looked great. He easily could have, you know, he had 3 young kids stacking their bones where Jack had 0 and another adult like helping him. If Oogie Boogie was given the same opportunity as Jack, it would have been a closer competition. And Oogie Boogie could have won. Yeah, he got upset because he lost, blah, blah, blah. But either way, Jack locked him away. Jack made Oogie Boogie the way he is. Jack cheated Oogie Boogie out of a friendship. Jack let the competition get the better of his friendship. Because in the story, you know, if you go by this, Jack always he's like, oh, don't go to Oogie Boogie. Don't go to Oogie Boogie. Stay away from Oogie Boogie. Dude, you were his friend. Go and talk to the guy once in a while. Like, hey, Oogie, look, I know we had differences. Why don't you come help me? You be my co-Pumpkin King. There's nothing in the rules that says you can't do that. Go talk to him, man. You were his friend. And you betrayed him. Oogie Boogie, I feel for you, man. You are the victim here. Jack, you're a dick. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that join button. Why? Because if you hit the join button, it not only helps me out, but you can get access to videos before anybody else, as well as a catalog of videos that no one else is going to see except for you. So hit that join button. Go check my Patreon page. We get the same access along with merchandise. And do me a favor, comment down below your thoughts. Who's the villain here? Oogie Boogie, Jack, OG Pumpkin King, or a combination of Jack and OG Pumpkin King. The Pumpkin King title itself is just evil. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys next time. But before you go, make sure you check out that video and that video. And that's about it. I got nothing more to say. I already said it.